Welcome to this very brand new video. It's a new series. I call it Lessons from February Winners and Loser. So in this particular video, we're going to look at few stocks that won big in a month. In this case, February. Because for me, I prefer to trade for. I call myself a swing trader, so I don't do day trading, and I like to see my stocks hold my stocks for a few weeks to a month or more. So I really like to take a look at how stocks perform on a monthly basis. So, which stocks were big in the month of February and which one did not do so well? And more importantly, what lessons can we learn? That is the important thing, guys. The whole of this is to see what lessons we can learn from those that won big and those that did not do so well. Disclaimer, always important. Take a look. Yeah, it's very important. But let's move to exciting stuff. The first stock that won really big in the month of February is no other than Nvidia Corporation, ticker symbol NVIDIA. And this stock won 26.3% in the month of February. I'm sure you have heard of Nvidia because it's all over the news. But in the month of February, what can we see happen? This is perfect chart. You can see the area around 626.5 down to the T. That was an area of resistance just at the end of February. And then the stock leapt forward from there and moved to the area around 730.35, and then got slapped back, rejected, and it returned to land at a moving average 21, exponential moving average 21, and then it leapt forward, powered by very good earnings. You can read about them, or we can talk about that in another video, and then ended the month at 791. So very impressive run. Very impressive run, if you ask me. The next stock that won really big, bigger than Nvidia, but not so much in the news, is Li Auto Incorporated. Li Auto Incorporated is an EV car manufacturer. And so it won 66.53%, guys, in February. 66.53%. Let's see what happens to this stock. It didn't start the month very well, but then when it got past the resistance area around $30, $31, it leapt forward, and then at the 35.9736 area, it tanked a bit, but then it released a monster of an earning, and the stock gapped up big time to $41.57. Can you see the volume? Watch the volume when that earning came out. It is the highest ever volume for a long time, as far as you can see in this chart. That was important. And then the stock ended at $45.88 dollars, leading to this whopping 66.53%. Okay, like I said, we don't only have winners, we also have losers. The stock that won or that lost big in the market last month was Charter Communication Incorporated with ticker symbol CHTR. This stock lost 20%, 20%, guys, last month, and you could see, again, no surprise here, bad earnings, and then it break below the support area around 370, 358 area. That was the time to get out of that stock if you had a holding, and then it continued downwards, ending the week at 291. 293 thereabout. Okay, like I said, the important thing is to reflect and see what can we learn in these three stocks that we have looked at. The key thing for me is catalyst. Catalyst, very important. And the most important catalyst in what we've seen so far is earnings report. If the earnings report is good, the stock is going to do good, do well in the market. And not just earnings, but guidance. What is guidance? Guidance is the view of the company's leadership on what is to be expected in terms of performance in the coming months or in the coming years. When you have a good earning, supported even by a better than expected guidance for the upcoming months, the stock is bound to soar. That is what powered this NVIDIA in particular, and it can power any stock. So pay attention to earnings report, but also pay attention to the guidance provided by company leadership in that earning call. Okay, the second thing to note is volume matter. So like I said, for Li Auto, we had this monster of a volume that volume surge after the earnings report that was released. And when you see this unusual volume, it's a very almost guaranteed signal that the stock would move higher in the direction of the trend. So very important volume indicator. The last learnings that we put down here is moving average. It's a new one, guys, and in subsequent videos we will have a lot to say about moving average. And I say that moving average is your friend. Let's see what happens in terms of moving average. First, NVIDIA. When NVIDIA was rejected around the 740 area, it did not go below the nearest close moving average. In this case, EMA 21, and it bounced up from the moving averages. So if you see a good stock rejected but lands at the nearest moving average, perhaps it's a time to consider taking a position, because you can manage your risk effectively in such a position. How do you do that? You put your stop loss just below the moving average. Moving average is a very easy way to manage risk reward for your stock. We will talk about that in subsequent videos. So moving averages is very important to take a look at. Look at Li Auto again. The stock started its move in February when the price moved above the moving averages. Again, I repeat, this stock started the move when it crosses above the nearest moving average, in this case, EMA 21, and then it continued to power higher. So take note of moving averages. And then you can see here, this charter communication went down when it moved below, when the price moved below the moving average that we talked about. So moving average is very important. That's all we have for you for this edition. I hope you can remember to subscribe and to like this video for more juicy content in the coming weeks and months. Thank you. Ciao, ciao.